Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. I always want to say the old intro, I'm so used to it. But anyways, today we are here to watch a Monat training, I guess you can call it that. It is called Excuses. She's going to teach us today how to not let all the excuses that come into our head prevent us from joining and working this biz. So you know already, it's going to be an interesting one, right? As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good one probably, and it's probably gonna make me very angry, but what can you do, it comes with the job. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and I do have a membership, channel membership, if you would like to join. I think I just said membership, so that's great. Please do not feel obligated, that's just there as an option, additional option to support me. But every like, comment, and watch time, the longer you watch my videos, the better they perform with the algorithm. So I do really appreciate everyone, all of my channel members and you guys who are just watching. So yeah, let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into this show. It's so nice and sunny outside, and I'm just crying on the inside because I hurt my foot like 2 weeks ago. I don't know what I did. I couldn't walk for a few days, so I've been trying to rest as much as I can. It's been only 4 or 5 days without walking or exercising, and I am so sad. It's been very hard, especially on these rare days when it's really sunny and I really want to go out for a walk, but I have to think about my health in the long run, and I have to let my foot heal. At least I have this to keep me occupied. Yeah, let's just start.
Objections we hear all the time, excuses that people give themselves for why they can't do this opportunity, and it's nothing that any of us haven't said. So as soon as I get Ursula on here, we will give you all the details. I just sent her an invite. So we shall see. But today we're going to be going over the excuse, I am too busy. And we always love to say that this business was actually built for busy people. So I am really excited to talk about this with you guys. Okay, Ursula just got here. I sent the invite, so hopefully she can just click that. If not, there we go, request. Accept. We know how this goes sometimes. All right, why does it do this? Every time.
I have to say, like, the tech issues are by far my favorite parts of these calls every single time. I work as a technical advisor, so seeing people struggle with tech is just so entertaining to me.
All right, there we are. Finally.
Okay, I'm excited because I feel like this is something that I just didn't want to wash my hair yet, and I'm having issues. I shouldn't have got it cut. I was finally getting it long, and then I got it cut. You know that instant regret.
Yeah.
It'll be fine in a couple days. But anyways, I feel like we haven't gone live about this topic in a while, and it's something that we used to talk about all the time because we always talk about getting started in this business and how it's, people don't get started in opportunities like this because they already have overwhelming amounts of funds, right? People get started in this because they want to have that extra income. They want to get this, that, or the other thing. And time freedom and time and, extra time maybe more on your own schedule is one of those things, because a lot of people cut themselves out because they don't have the money, but the other big reason is because they don't have the time. And this is the business that gives you your time back. Maybe you don't get it back right away. Maybe it takes, if you really want to build this to something that's going to be kind of running on its own in a little bit, you have to put the time in first. So I think people get so caught up in that initial, I have no time to do anything, that this is never going to work out, instead of looking forward 6 months, what if I'm a little bit busier right away and then it all pays off. So I know we both started when we were very, very busy.
I know this only started, but this is just so... It's just such BS, because regardless, even after 6 months in the biz, according to the FTC, most of the people, up to 99% of people, never earn any profit. So if you already have a full-time job, if you have a family and kids, and you start doing this side hustle on the side, how are you getting your time? You're gonna be busy, but in 6 months you're still going to be busy, and in 6 months you most likely won't be getting anything back, anything in return, especially any profit out of working this business. So you're putting yourself in a position where you have even less time on your hands for something that's not gonna give you anything in return, and you're going to spend money on the products and everything. But she just said most people that join this business are those who don't have the money to spend on shit like that. MLM products are overpriced, in my opinion. Fight me on it. They're all overly priced, and these people who are joining to get more money are never gonna get more money. 99% of them are never gonna get any money out of this business. But anyway, it only started. I'm sure it's gonna get a lot worse.
So, and we also work with a lot of other girls who are currently busy, whether they're in school, stay-at-home moms, single moms, maybe they're working moms. I always say moms because moms are the busiest people, but you know, everybody else has a lot of shit going on too. Maybe you're juggling multiple jobs, maybe you're going to school and juggling a job. Whatever it may be, this business, since you're not actually physically clocking in and out and you can really take it with you anywhere, everybody carries their phone with them everywhere. And this is something that you can carry with you everywhere, that it does fit into even the busiest of lives. So I know you were serving.
Okay, but if you're juggling multiple jobs to afford your school or your family stuff or anything, life in general, please do not quit your multiple jobs to work the MLM biz, because you're not gonna get any money back. At least multiple jobs give you regular paychecks, which is something that MLMs don't and won't do for most people that join.
When you got started, so do you want to tell people a little bit about like how your schedule was when you got started, how you would fit it in?
Yeah.
How to do it, all of those things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because this business really is built for busy people, like we're saying. And when I started, I was a full-time server. I was picking up literally any shift that I could, just because I always had a scarcity mindset with money. I just never felt like I was ever making enough. So I was very burnt out and obviously underpaid, since I felt like I still needed to pick up every shift. So when I started this, I really didn't know what I was doing. And Ursula knows, like, when we got started in this over 3.5 years ago, there wasn't half the amount of training and stuff that we have now. And I was just literally fitting it in the pockets of my time. I mainly was working weekday nights or doubles on the weekends. So when I would wake up in the morning, I would do my hair care routine. I would share it with people. And again, I literally had no idea what I was doing. So I'm sure, you know, my content back then wasn't crazy, but you know, I started messy, and what that led to was I was able to actually step back and take time away from my serving job. Now I have way more free time to work on my business, and I only serve on the weekends. And you guys, just like Ursula said, you're always having your phone on you. I know
she's trying to present this as if she has more time on her hands and she's successful at this biz. It's so great, but she still has to serve on the weekends. So where's your time freedom if you have to work even during the weekends? Because your full-time gig in an MLM can't pay for all of your bills and your expenses. This is so contradictory. It's so easy to debunk these people. It feels like it's a joke.
that when my tables were, or when it was slower, I was always on my phone on social media anyway. When my, you know, if I was going to the bathroom, I was always scrolling on my phone, doing something, like taking that extra time. If you're a server, you know, like you don't really get a break to sit down. So those were my breaks that I was taking. So when I started this, I literally was doing the same exact thing, but I was just being intentional with the business. I signed up my first market partners when I was on break from parties at work. I signed up VIPs while I was working, whether it was girls that I was working with or just talking to people through social media. Like, I think people forget how much time we actually spend on our phone, and it's really just about repurposing that time. So yeah, I feel
something just came to my mind. I don't know if this is how it works in America. So if you're an American, please let me know down below. But usually, in most cases, when you're at your job, that pays you to be there. Even if you have nothing to do, you really shouldn't engage in doing a different job. My contract says this as well. During my work hours, I'm not allowed to work on anything else on the side other than my work, which is why I often mention I'm recording in my lunch break and before my work starts and things like that. I'm just trying to respect my contract. Giving advice to work on something else during your work hours is really not the best advice to give to people, but I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Like that's like kind of for serving, like how I fit it in and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know if you want to kind of bounce off that.
When I got started, I was nannying 5 kids full time, and now they have 6 now. So I always just say I was nannying 6 kids full time. They were young, so 2-year-old toddler twins, I think he was like 4 at the time, kid that only went to preschool like a couple hours, a couple times a week, and the older ones like during the summer, which I got started in May. So I really was building this business up from the ground during summer vacation with 5 kids at home that were all under the age of probably 10 at the time. And again, the 2-year-old twins, that's enough just there to stack on 3 other kids, and they're all boys. So like, they're crazy. They don't sit still. They're on the go. So when I first got started, I remember, because I talked myself out of this a million times before I finally took the leap for, various reasons. But one of the reasons was, how am I going to like do this? How am I going to find the time to do this? And I just saw what could happen if you did put that time in initially. I saw people working from vacation, and I was like, I can't even afford to take a vacation, and they're on them all the time. That's essentially how they're living. And
they seriously need to stop saying as if working on a vacation is something good. No one wants to work at a vacation. You go for a vacation for a reason, to take a break, to relax from working. Why would you want to work on your vacation? And why would you see that as a good thing about this business?
I really wanted that. So when I first started, I started to make small swaps in my time. So in the morning before I was nannying, I was going to the gym. So instead of taking, the full hour to lift, which you can't really be on your phone for, I would maybe lift for half of the time and then spend 30 minutes walking on the treadmill. I would, interact with people. I would network. I would respond to DMs. Maybe I would like message people back if they were interested in the business. I would ask, people in the business questions if I had questions, catch up on trainings, whatever it may be. So that was like a small swap in time that required no extra time on my part. You just have to use the time that you do have a little bit smarter. Other than that, I would go to work and I would nanny, run around like a crazy person all day. You don't get to clock in and out for breaks when you're a nanny. So you have to be smart. And that's kind of the same way that if you were a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, so basically you have to sacrifice something that you enjoy doing in order to do this biz instead of that. That's what she just said. Obviously, she likes the gym, right? She went to the gym every morning, but instead of having a actual full workout, not saying that your workouts should be longer than half an hour, but if you are lifting and doing like the sets and reps kind of thing, it's probably going to take you longer than half an hour to get your workout done, your full workout done. Even if you're doing 3 sets, I'm doing 3 sets and it still takes me like 45 minutes to do everything properly. You need a break between, especially if you lift heavier. This is just something that takes time. So she sacrificed her time in the gym, the quality of her workouts probably, because she was trying to get everything done within half an hour so that she can have another half an hour to work the biz. So it's not just you need to find pockets of your time. You literally have to sacrifice something that you enjoy doing, something that you're doing for yourself, for your health, in order to do this biz, which tonight 99% of people, it's not gonna give anything in return. So you're just sacrificing your time, your hobbies for nothing, in vain. My God, this is frustrating.
You would be working the business, as a nanny in the position that I would help like with laundry and things like that. So still kind of all of those stay-at-home mom duties as a nanny. So, you have to find your time. Like Lindsay was saying, on your bathroom break, we're going to throw up a post. Maybe, while they're eating, you can answer your DMs. Maybe, you find ways to do it. Okay, let's go to the park where you can run around a little bit. I can catch up on maybe chats or throw my headphone at least one in and like listen to a call, the time that a lot of people are forgetting that they have is all of that time that they come home from work and sit on their couch. You're rewatching The Office for the 100th time. You're, you know, binge watching whatever new shows on Netflix. You're scrolling TikTok for hours. Check your screen time, guys. I guarantee a lot longer than you think. And it's very
Okay, this is again just bullshit. So what if you are tired from your full shift at work and you just want to relax on the couch and watch Office? Office is a great show. There's nothing wrong with rewatching it so many times. If that's your downtime and that's how you rest physically and mentally, you should do that. Whether it's the gym, whether it's sitting your ass on the couch and scrolling on social media. You need to have your downtime every single day. Otherwise, your mental health is going to suffer so much. I know, I've been there, I've done that. This is just so frustrating. It was like you have to give up the gym and you have to give up the couch and you have to give up everything that you like doing and that you enjoy doing and that gives you your sanity back after a hard, long work day. So you have to sacrifice and give up everything that you enjoy in order to work this biz, which again, to 99% of people, it's not going to give anything in return for all that sacrifice. This is just so toxic. And it's pissing me off, quite frankly, but we still have a bit to go.
very eye-opening. You're like, damn, I'm literally scrolling and wasting 6 hours of my life a day. For most people, it's kind of an escape because they hate their full-time jobs. They don't want to be there. They're dreading waking up in the morning and going back. So what I would do at night, instead of scrolling Twitter or TikTok, we didn't even have TikTok, whatever. It was Reddit back then that I was like consumed with. You know, I would do the same type of things. I would spend more time on Instagram. I would try to learn, you know, more ways to kind of post better. Maybe I would interact with more people, ask people if they were interested in the business or the products or whatever it may be. And that was it. It didn't require you to sit down and clock in and out for, you know, a certain amount of time a day. I think people forget how easy it is to throw a post on your story, continue on with your day, and then at the end of the day, see if anybody replied. If nobody replied, oh well, do it again the next day, right? Because consistency is key here, and it's about just showing up consistently, not sitting there for 16 hours a day, clocking in, giving up everything else that you have going on. That's one way that you get started, you burn out really fast.
Another contradiction that they seem to say a lot is how scrolling on your phone is really bad and you shouldn't do it. But then at the same time, they need people to scroll on their phones on different social media so that they can come across this opportunity and that they can recruit them into their biz, right? So is scrolling on your phone good or bad? What? If no one is scrolling on social media because everyone is working their biz, who are you going to recruit? Who are you going to be your new customers? It just doesn't make any sense. It's such a silly argument. How does it make sense in their head? I just don't understand.
Exactly. And I feel like something important to mention too, like how come up in your life that you're like, oh my goodness, I need to take off work or I need to do this or emergencies happen. This is something that can really alleviate any worry from your life, because I know somebody like me, I've had a lot, Ursula knows, I've had so much come up I've had so much come up these past few months. I literally have been moving all week, and this business has been such a blessing because I can do kind of work it from anywhere and I can do whatever. Like in between moving, when I was doing stuff, I was putting up posts. After I got all my stuff moved in, I literally had a live right after. You know, it really can come with you anywhere. And it can really save you from those times where you're like, I feel like I can't work, but I have a million things to do. This is something that can just come with you.
You know what else can come with you? A remote job where you just need the Wi-Fi and you can work from your Wi-Fi as long as you have your laptop with you. It's literally a corporate remote job that can give all of this to you. You can work on your vacation if you want. You can work from home. You can work from a coffee shop. You may be able to work around different hours depending on how it suits you and if you have different needs, if you're moving and appointments or whatever. You can get all of this in a normal 9-to-5 job. Also, yeah, this job gave her so much freedom to move, but she just said she also works the weekend.
And really alleviate that stress. Because I know if it wasn't for this opportunity, I wouldn't even be moving out right now. So definitely wanted to mention that too.
It is like one of those things you really have to like, instead of like looking like, oh my God, my next like month with this opportunity is going to be crazy. That's how it is when you start anything new, a new job, a new, you know, relationship, a new whatever, you're moving. But that's like anything, and you have to like look past it like 6 months in. Okay, once I settle, once this is building, once this is like kind of running itself and I have the foundations down, what an awesome way to make an extra source of income. And I really just wish people would be a little more patient and think further ahead. I know when I first met you, you had never thought probably more than a week in advance, because I remember having that conversation like, where do you see yourself in a couple of years? And you're like, never thought about it.
I don't know. But that's the thing. And then it's like, you know, today's Friday. We get paid every Friday. I completely forgot. I checked my email and I was like, wait a second. I got paid. I just spent all this money moving. And now here it is right back in my account. And it's just, it's literally insane. And I know when people are like, it sounds too good to be true. Like, I get it. It does sound too good to be true, but I can tell you, and Ursula can tell you, we've been living this life she's been doing this for almost 4 years. I've been doing this for 3.5 years, and it still feels too good to be true. Like, the fact that I'm making money on—
It feels too good to be true. It's so good. You're so successful, but 3 minutes ago, you said that you still work on the weekends as a server. Why are you working as a server on the weekends if this job is giving you so much money and is paying for your moving away and whatever? Why are you still working on the weekends? I don't think you would be working on the weekends if you didn't have to, because this job isn't paying you as much as you make it sound like it is, in my own opinion, right? You know, I really thought this long break is going to make me a little bit less angry, but these people just make me so angry. I'm just so pissed again, as if I never took a break. There's just, I don't know, there's just so many contradictions and there's just so many BS that they're saying, and this is within only one video. If anyone is actually watching this and actually listening to what they're saying, they'll be like, wait, but didn't you just say you still work on the weekends? Also, they're not allowed to say these things, that this job is paying for this move that she's doing. Like, that's an income claim. You can't say that, especially without any mention of the income disclosure statement, which, by the way, I'm going to link in the description. They get paid every Friday, and oh my god, I forgot I'm getting paid on the Friday. It's like, so what? A lot of corporate normal jobs pay you on a weekly basis. It's really nothing innovative or nothing that happens just in MLMs. But also, how many people in Monat never get paid? Come on, your numbers are really bad.
My phone from selling shampoo literally blows my mind. It's like, the fact that I'm just sharing products that I'm obsessed with, that I'll never stop using, and I get to make money from it. I'm just like, wait a second, like, how is this real life? Like, how is this real life? Because I'm doing the same thing at my serving job, but I'm not making half as much money, and and also the incentives aren't half as good. So it does sound too good to be true. But the cool thing is, it's not. It's here. It's real.
I've chatted with so many people who have started working with other companies, and they're like, you know, they say that they like fell off, or they didn't really like get into it, or they didn't really see the results. And honestly, it all comes back to having a product that you can show up and talk about every single day. If you are a walking billboard for the business, your customers are walking billboards for the business, you have no reason to not show up every single day and do it. It's like if we were selling toothpaste, like that would be amazing, because you brush your teeth in the morning, you brush them at night, you brush them in the afternoon, whenever you brush them. Every single day you could be talking about that. The thing with this is it's so much more broad, because
I just had a dumb little thought. Imagine, it's not funny, but Monat obviously caused hair loss in some people. Imagine if they came up with toothpaste that makes your teeth fall out. I have nightmares about these kind of things, because my teeth here, the front 2 teeth, are fake. So when they were putting in the crowns, I had like the little fake crowns, but they would fall off during the night, and I almost choked on them once. Also, when I was trying to brush my teeth, they would fall off as well. So I have regular nightmares about them falling out again. So what was the point of this? I don't know. Monat toothpaste makes your teeth fall out.
People's hair types are so different. The styling products people like to use are different. The shampoos that we have are for different hair types, and very specific there as well. Same with skincare. So if it's a product that you can really fall in love with, that you can see results from, that you can show up every single day. Like, I'm sure after we get off this, you're going to go live or make a reel about doing your hair. You were going to be doing that anyways, except this way, you can show up, share that, and maybe somebody who hops on or discovers that content that you made was like, damn, my hair never looks like that when I do it. I need the better shit to help make it look better. And it's as simple as providing people with products that are going to boost their confidence in their hair or their skin and give them the results that they've been looking for. A lot of people are sitting with bathrooms full of products that are half used, maybe used once. You're wasting all kinds of money looking for that thing that's going to work. And when we can help you find it and get it to you at a big discount, then it's, I don't know, it doesn't even feel like work. Like, I would literally be out here talking about these products anyways, because I know how horrible my hair made me feel before I got these products. Like, it made me want to, every time I went to get ready, I was like almost in tears because I didn't know what to do with it. I could spend hours straightening and curling it and it would still look like shit. I could diffuse it and it would be disgusting. My curls were gone. I destroyed it. It wasn't growing. I was stuck in just like, for years, just like being so frustrated by it that if I would have discovered this product on my own, not even doing the business side of things, I would be running around telling everybody anyways, because if I could save one person from maybe shaving their head to start over, then that would be amazing. And the fact that we get compensated for it, and, you know, we've been on we earned trips together for it. I have my Cadillac from this, like, possibilities are endless. So stop saying you're too busy. Check your screen time. Think about all the little pockets of time in the day that you have. It takes 30 seconds, not even, to throw a story up on Instagram or Facebook or whatever you want to use. And that is essentially free advertising for 24 hours. Like, the fact that we don't have to pay anything month to month to run a business like this is insane. You can utilize free platforms to generate income, you know, no storefront. You don't have to build websites up from the ground up. Like, literally handed a golden ticket on a silver platter. And
well, the thing is too, people are already doing this. Like, you're already doing this with your products that you're using. You know what I mean? Whether they're working for you or not, you're already sharing things that you love. That's all we do. So you're doing it for free. We just get paid for it. That's really it. So, you know, if you're already sharing things you love, like, you have the time. So nobody's too busy for this. But I don't know. Do you have anything else to add?
not really.
Yeah, neither do I. So cool. If you guys are, you know, reconsidering and you're like, all right, I definitely do have the time. I should talk to these people more about this. Please go message the person that sent you to this page.
Well, that was a bunch of BS, wasn't it? Let's recap. So the only advice that they gave is that you have to sacrifice your hobbies, like, let's say, a gym, and you have to give up your downtime. Let's say if you want to lay on the couch and watch a TV show after a long tough day at work, you have to give up all of these things and you have to work the business instead of it, and that's it. That's all the advice that they gave us. No one should sacrifice their downtime and their relaxation time, because it's very important for our physical, for our mental health, and like I said, especially it should not be sacrificed for a business that's literally not gonna give you anything in return. You're just gonna cold message people on social media, make a bunch of posts every day, spend a lot of time doing it. Instagram is time consuming. As someone who's trying, obviously I'm posting on YouTube and on Instagram. I don't have TikTok because I feel like it would be too stressful. It's hard for me to manage two social media platforms, let alone have a third one or a fourth one and be post regularly on all of these platforms. It's time consuming. It's not easy work and you're not gonna get paid for it. So I guess that's the conclusion to all of this. But let me know down below what you thought about it. Please leave your comment down below. My tongue is just getting all wrapped up. So it's time to wrap up this video. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.